Welcome everyone to this week's video. Today we are on Fish Friday number 106 and we have a good one for you today. Today's fish has quite possibly the most beautiful eyes in the ocean. It's absolutely insane when you look at these, and the name of this fish is an absolute inspiration to the field of fish science or ichthyology. Today's fish that we're going to be talking about is the Genie's dogfish. Now, the Genie's dogfish, or scientific name Squalus clarkei, again that is Squalus clarkei. It is part of the family Squalidae, which is the family of dogfish, which is a smaller family of shark. It's actually not a small family, it's a very, very large family, but it is a family of dogfish. It was originally part of the Squalus mitsukurii. Again, Squalus mitsukurii. Okay, there we go. Which that is the short spine spur dog. So the short spine spur dog, the species used to encompass the Genie's dogfish, but it was relatively recently split out. So yeah, I want to say just recently, and we'll get into that in the future. It is found in the Gulf of Mexico, and on the Western Atlantic. Now, the short spine spur dog is found quite a bit throughout the oceans, but it's very, very common in the Japan region. I believe it's extremely common in the Japan coast. It is a small shark, if you can't tell. It's got this real small body. It's about 50 to 70 centimeters, which is 20 to 28 inches. So that, you're talking about a 2-foot long shark. That's about max. And they're very slender and streamlined. And the reason for that is these are found very, very far down in the ocean and extremely low. And when you get there, all the dogfish kind of have this very similar body plan. They stay very deep, and those deep pressures make these really slender, streamlined bodies. It's got this real slate gray, slate gray back. It's not really that colorful, except for this eye. I mean, this large, beautiful eye, this green blue. I mean, when people want to describe the ocean's color, or in like poems and stuff, this is the color they're going for. And if you look at all of them, like this one, which I might have had that. Nope, ignore that picture. So, but if you look, like, there's a bunch. They're just beautiful, beautiful eyes, beautiful. Yes, it kind of does look like a sequin. And the reason for that large eye is that it allows them to absorb light. They're living in this very dark part of the ocean, and so they have this eye that absorbs enough light that allows them to see. In terms of other characteristics, they actually have 2 dorsal fins and no anal fin. That's actually pretty unique. The dorsal fins do have spines, you can see right there. And the spines actually are venomous, and can cause quite a bit of pain to human, especially when they're mishandled. They'll give you a good stick. It's really important to handle these things properly if you handle them. A little interesting fact about the body of the Genie's dogfish is, and not just dogfish in general, the livers and stomachs of dogfish actually contain a compound called squalamine. And I could not figure out if squalamine was named after the dogfish or if dogfish were named after the compound. I'm pretty sure the family came first, because we've known about dogfish for a long time. Antibiotics are relatively recent, so I'm thinking that antibiotic was actually named for this family of fish, for the dogfish. So that's just a little interesting tidbit. Now, that's not the interesting fact that we're going to end the video on. And I know it seems like we talk a lot longer about fish sometimes, but that's because it's really important. There's not a lot known about this fish. It's very basic. They are extremely carnivorous. They're eating other fish, eating what they can. Other than the eye, there's not too much going on with this fish, except for this is a new species. Remember, I said it was originally part of the short spine spur dog species, and it got split out in 2018 by genetics. So this species has only been around since 2018. It's been around since before that, but it's only been officially described since 2018. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this shark and why I've been meaning to for quite a while is actually because of this woman right here. The Genie's Dogfish was actually named after this woman right here, Genie Clark. Famous ichthyologist, especially in the field of shark research. Extremely famous. Sadly did pass away in 2015, so it's, about 7 years ago. But the work that she has done is incredible. On top of being one of the first female marine biologists there ever were, she created many labs. She was actually known to be the first person to train sharks. I believe she trained lemon sharks to press a button to get treats or something. I didn't really look into that too much, but she did train the sharks. And she's also the first scientist to develop test tube babies for fish. So basically artificial growth. Really fascinating stuff. She discovered several fish species, Trichonotus nickii, which is the Red Sea sand diver, named after her son actually. And the more interesting one that she's described, and this is only two of many, is the Red Sea Moses sole. Can't remember the scientific name for that one, sorry. But if you want to know it, just go look up Red Sea Moses sole. The reason why this is significant is the sole, the Red Sea Moses sole, actually produces a natural shark repellent. So sharks are naturally repelled by chemicals in this body. And the body of this fish is being studied by scientists to try and reduce the amount of shark attacks and to protect people in the ocean through any sort of spray or things like that. So it's really fascinating. But obviously, as I said before, she is more known for her sharks, and she had a lot of passion for studying sharks and teaching people about sharks, making sure that they were not as scared of them as they were. That's where her passion lied. And it's actually really cool. There was that myth, and some people think about that, not myth, but some shark species do not need to swim continuously to breathe. There's that kind of going around. She actually is the first person, well, her group was the first people to discover that there are in fact sharks that sleep, that go into a sort of stasis and don't need to continually swim to breathe, move water over the gills. There are some sharks that are able to survive that. Really neat. Anyway, so all of her efforts have earned her the nickname the Shark Lady. There's books written about her. There's movies, documentaries about her. This woman was incredible to the field, and so this Fish Friday is dedicated to Genie Clark. May she rest in peace, and I hope you enjoy this. But thank you guys so much again. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. If I don't, please be safe. Have a great day. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you do, I'd really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. And